After picking up the tangled sheds of the 7x7, I quickly found myself hiking back up the mountain to watch my other target bull. A big 6x6. Out of all the elk on the mountain, this bull I probably know the best. Ranging clear back to the summer of 2016, I have watched this bull grow each year. Knowing that, I'd have to assume this bull is around 10 years old, which is quite impressive given the conditions he inhabits. Insane hunting pressure, rough terrain, and draining winters. With age comes knowledge, and that this bull has. Over the years, he has found a secluded pocket that he calls home in the later parts of the winter. It is hard to glass and takes more than ordinary effort to hike into. Last year, I found his sheds in this same pocket.
Yes! Yes! What an awesome bull!
The strategy this year is to watch from a distance until he is shed, and then later move in to pick them up. This way, I do not disturb the area and give him no reason to move elsewhere. A couple of his companions shed their antlers prior to him. It was difficult with how cutthroat shed hunting competition has become. But I knew if I let those antlers lie there and stayed patient, I could likely move in and pick all of them up at once.
Good morning, guys. I really don't know how else to start this video off other than saying we just got a side-by-side brown set tracker standing by him right now. I know the elk hang out in this thick pocket, and I was coming down this draw. Saw some bull tracks cutting across right there. Looked to my right, and tracker is standing on a side-by-side 6-point brown elk set. Heck yeah, buddy. That's a sweet bull. That looks like the bull that my dad saw in here, a couple weeks ago. Dropped side by side. Wow. There's always elk that drop in here. You wouldn't even think they'd be able to walk through here. But they do. Heck yes. That gets me excited because I actually topped out here at my glassing point this morning, and I glassed up 3 shed bulls. So hopefully one of them is the big bull that we've been after. I don't know for sure yet. I was actually just trying to make my way over to another glassing point to get a closer look. Grab this side first. Dang, frozen the mud right there. Grab this side. It's pretty sweet. It's frozen. Cold to the touch. A nice 6-point. He's got some sweet red, looks like dirt or bark from trees where he's rubbed, but pretty 6-point. I like his back end. He has a good strong royal, good thirds, bases. Still have some hair stuck on those burrs. Heck yeah, that's cool. What a way to start the day. A dang good surprise. Climbing up this ridge now. It's gonna give us a good look at where these other bulls, these shed bulls, are hanging out. A really good look, actually. Maybe we'll be able to glass up a shed. We could see one of them. Well, got to my glassing point, and I could see the antler from a week ago that's been up here really well. So I started gridding, trying to pick out sheds, and up in the upper pocket, I just picked out a right side. I don't know if it's the match to this lower shed or if it's the other big bull, and he ended up shedding way up high. I can't tell based on the angle. I knew this would be a possibility coming over onto this hillside. And that was to find hard white antlers, the ones that got missed. It's just a raghorn, 5-point. But looks like he was here a year, maybe 2. It's a thick, steep mess, guys. We are maybe 200 yards below the first brown elk shed that shed 2 weeks ago. We're gonna pick that one up first. Isn't it crazy how easily they can hide? If you didn't know that was there, you wouldn't even see it. You can just see one, the royal and the G1 sticking up in the center of the screen. There's quite a bit of mass and a good sized base right there. Snag it. Oh. Heck yeah, that's a dang white base. So this was the first side he shed, and then he actually packed that other side for a couple days before dropping. And I'm thinking he dropped up higher. That's the last place I saw him with one antler. Pretty weak back end. Big old dished out heavy base. This is probably an old bull. Just regressing a little bit on that back end. Pretty sure I've seen this guy around. Oh, I'm hoping that the big boy is the shed that's way up high. Let's go check it out and see.
Hiking up to the other antler, I knew there was only 2 possibilities. Either it was the match to the shed I just picked up, or it was the right side to the big bull. Ironically, the big bull shed only 30 yards away from where that antler is lying last year. Another thing I could see through the scope was the G1 and the G2 had a nice clean polish to them. This was a characteristic that he had each year, along with the spacing between the first and second point. This made me believe it was the shed to the big bull.
What do you know? Another old shed. Could almost get brown out of that. That's probably a last year's, or a year before that even. Just barely revealed by where it's melted off from this pine tree. Right over the top here is where that other shed is, maybe 120 yards. Got some tracks right here. Some older elk tracks. Come on. Be the big 6, be the big 6. I'm walking up to it right now. I still can't tell, but you guys pause the video and Let me know what bull you think it is. Is it matched to the 6 point on my back, or is it the big 6 we're after? I could see it going both ways. Come on, what is it? What bull are we looking at? Man, you could smell him in here. That's a good bench. Oh, what bull are we looking at? What bull? Here's his bed, and it stinks like elk. Here it is. Check it. It's a big boy. There he is. I had a dang good hunch with how those the G1 and the G2 are split up. That's him. And sure as heck, he is laying right there. That's a tough angle to tell from where we were glassing from. That's about the angle it was. Heck yeah, man. Got him. Oh. Sweet, pretty old bull, man. I think he might be a touch better than last year. I love his front look though. Those G1s and 2s really dip down and hook up. Broke off his G2 on his left side this year. So this is his big side. Now we got to find his other side. He shed him a couple 100 yards apart last year, so I'd imagine this year it could be the same story. Some uptight shots of him, man. He really polishes up every year. I remember seeing he polishes up that G2 and the top of his beam really nicely every year. He had he blew up in 2017 and 18 and had a lot heavier fronts, better mass. Now he's just old. You can see how dished out that base is. Pretty clean. Not much blood. Oh, wow. Can't believe we got him. Oh boy, oh boy. All right, I think we just matched up the heavy 6. Heck yeah, not too far from where the right side to the big boy was. But yeah, that's him, Broken Royal. Wow, he has a lot of mass. Not where I was expecting this shed to be, actually. That's a cool bull. Yeah, Broken Third and Royal. Not where I was expecting him to be. I thought he'd be higher up, closer to the spine, but that's good because probably wouldn't have found it. So gridding for the big 6 point led me to the match to this guy. Since I don't have my backpack, I'm just gonna grab him. Wow. That's a good size base, and he's got some blood on there. That's cool. That's a heavy bull. Really heavy. Good weight. Dan's just not a ton of tine length on that back end. Let's go put them together. Back at the pack, we have 2 raghorn whites. This big boy. Here's the match together. Man, he's heavy. Heavy bull. Here's the big 6. We still have not matched him up yet. And then here is our other nice 6 point set from First Light. What a dang day. 2, 4, 6, 7. 7 sheds. If we're lucky, we could come out of here with 8. Then the match to that. You know what could quite possibly be the best thing on the mountain to have happen to you is think that you're low on snacks, low on food, and you find gold in the bottom of your pack. This is from 2 hikes ago, some cookies, all crunched up, but I'll eat them. I need it. I thought all I had was a couple granola bars, but mucked out. Well, we got the antlers loaded up. Couldn't find the other side. Looked and looked and looked, put on miles, tore apart this hillside. So I have a hunch where it's at. There's a small chance it's above me. Really good chance it's between where I turned around and where the elk were this morning, in that pocket. I'll just have to come back another day, it looks like. And I'm already gonna have to get picked up in another area by somebody else because I'm way too far away from my truck right now to pack all these antlers out. I would have to go down, and up, and out another canyon. So we're gonna try to get picked up somewhere else that's somewhat more doable. We got one side off him, 2 nice sets. We just gotta find that match. Looks like we'll be back, so let's get hiking out.